We live, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, we live.
what
Yo,
up, what
yo,
up, what up?
come on in, y'all. We got another explosive live. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into this. We got Jay-Z and Beyonce looking to sue Kanye for calling they kids a Riri,
Mm-hmm.
a etard, you know what I'm saying? We got
A
we got Con
E-tard.
we got Kanye, speaking out about the industry turning their back on him, all the people that turned their back on him when he needed them, when his kids was when Kim was taking his kids away from him, and he
Still
said, "Oh,
dwelling on that.
we got him, speaking to Diddy on the phone from jail, and we got Kanye saying why he backing Diddy over the Diagio thing because you know he felt like Diddy was set up by Diagio. So we about to get into all this, man. We need y'all to do us a special favor and hit that like button.
Right.
This
Share
video
this.
and share this. This video is sponsored by NightandDayHerbals.com, where you can get the finest CBD, the best detox on the market. You know what I'm saying? We have shampoos, hair conditioners, all natural stuff. We don't deal with chemical-based products at all. So everything is natural. Sea moss. You know what I mean, we have everything you need herbal-wise to get your health together.
Facts.
That's NightandDayHerbals.com. This video is sponsored by NightandDayHerbals.com. Bro, we're gonna get into it. So we got the whole Kanye video of him, going off, doing his rants, and just speaking his mind. He named a whole list of celebrities that, he felt like they turned their back on him. He even got Virgil on there, and Virgil passed away. Crazy. Yeah, he got Virgil on there, and Virgil passed away. So I guess I don't know what happened, but we're gonna get into it. Yeah, he got Virgil on there, John Legend, Kim, Travis Scott. He got a whole lot of Big Sean, Jay-Z. He got a whole lot of names on here. So we're gonna get into it. Let's go ahead and get into this video, man. All right, so this is Kanye speaking his mind. Let's get into it. Where we at with the likes? We good on them likes?
34 likes.
All right, y'all just keep keep liking, man.
Facts.
Y'all catch the replay back. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. All right. So let's get into it, man.
My thing is when I'm going into these fights, which I'm really dealing with. It'd be good if actually help me because what I'm saying is right, but instead these dudes come in and punk these into going against me, and they forget about everything that I did for them. Everything I just named, I bled for these niggas. I did something. I put them on. I took them with me on tour. I had them open up this, that, and it's like I don't have to be making statements against me in public. And everybody know what I'm saying is right, and I'm the only one who will say this shit. It's like I never I'm the type of my mom was a teacher. I like Donda is at the school. I want to be good. I want to get put on all this type of shit, but then it'd be the betrayal, it'd be all the sneaky shit that niggas do. But that's what it is in this celebrity game. It's like it's really kill or be killed. Everyone wants to act like they're your friend, and they want to try to come and kill the king, and then the king's supposed to give everybody a hug afterwards. Like, look at all this, nigga. I am in pain, bro. I'm hurt by all this betrayal, and that's what it is. It's like all these niggas. None of these help me out with the shit I'm dealing with my kids. They let the Kardashians walk around, just run over a black man's head. Like, I'm gonna take these black kids. Don't listen to him. He got a red hat. The red hat, nigga, put me in the hospital. Off that shit. That niggas like Trump.
That niggas like Trump.
I be saying this real shit, and people just write it off and act like they crazy. I just seen a video with Twigs, and my daughter looked grown as hell in the video. Like the nails, the makeup, the perfume, and at a certain point, you don't know where to say. You don't know how to tell your kids, do this, say this, that. It's like you just have no footing, especially when you're dealing with white women, white public women, and then they write this thing off like you're crazy. And that's the reason why I really be stepping up when they be trying to take down black people. But then Cardi's stupid ass, this is stupid,
right.
bro. It's like you don't.
All right, so he's talking about Playboy Cardi. That's what he's talking about. All right, so he said, I'm tired of the media always talking ish. White women not letting me see my kids, or even have to say, say so where they go to school and controlling my kids' name and likeness. Well, I guess Kanye's talking about Kim putting a trademark under his daughter's name, basically his daughter Northwest. Celebrities only speaking up to diss me for wearing a red hat. So that's what he's saying in that tweet. Let's continue.
You don't know when I'm dealing with my kids. This ain't your niece, nigga. This is my daughter, nigga. Don't f with me, boy. Don't f play with me, nigga. You letting these white people use us against each other. You letting these Jews use us against each other. I put you on, nigga. Yo, so let me explain to you why.
All right, so let me stop it here. Read this. He said, I stand by Puff because Adidas tried the same thing to me that Diagio did to Puff. So he basically saying Adidas tried to throw him in jail as well. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I stand by Puff. When I went against Adidas, Adidas got my bank to freeze my accounts right before tax time. From the way I understand that, you evade taxes, you can go to prison. So I believe Adidas tried to put me in prison for not abiding by their contract. So watch this. Puff sues Diageo. A hotel video from 10 years earlier is put out. Now people don't like Puff. And then Diageo, they go in with the most insane media takedown I've ever seen, all the way to not just the media, but not allowing a person to get bombed for $50 million. There's people with actual murders that are at home on bond and not a $50 million bond, right? So there's something that just feels like it's a public lynching, and it also feels like there's...
Hold on, you ain't be listening to us, bro. You ain't be listening to us.
That's all the stuff. Yeah, that's all the stuff that we said. Yeah.
Yo, you be saying the same. He said the same exact way what we said.
Facts.
They let murderers, y'all be. You ain't be listening. Shout out to Ye, man. Let's bring that back a little bit.
People don't like Puff. And then Diageo, they go in with the most insane media takedown I've ever seen, all the way to not just the media, but not allowing a person to get bombed for $50 million. There's people with actual murders that are at home on bond and not a $50 million bond, right? So there's something that just feels like it's a public lynching, and it also feels like there's something where they try to do the same thing to me, and that's my stance on that.
Yo, this whole time I've been tweeting for the past 5 weeks. I've just been expressing myself, and now, like, you know, it's been very therapeutic. I never really realized the amount of times that I've been crossed. Like, take John Legend, for instance. Like, I definitely changed his life, you know, brought him up, all that. And, you know, he just went against me because I like Trump. It was nothing against him. But he became a very vocal person against me. Like, I can't be his friend anymore. It's like, first of all, like, bro, I put you on. Like, everyone was so, you know, I just didn't appreciate it. And I just deal with that and get to a happy place. But something about the Cardi shit that was triggering me, just like how Trav and put me on the album. But then I understand it because I'm saying about the Jewish shit. But then it's like when he brought my daughter into it and was talking to this woman that does all of this evil shit right in front of everybody's face, everybody knows it's happening. So like I feel like I'm being gaslit. None of these celebrities never say no, but they'll say something about my hat. You know what I mean? It's just like that just hit me in a different place, and it's too basic. You know what I mean? I know he just happy about his album, and maybe he thought that was lit, or maybe he thought I would like it or something. I know he didn't know I wouldn't like the Skims bar, but it just really triggered a lot of things. It pulled things together between the idea of celebrity and family, and just that dichotomy that I've been fighting
like when I was in the, Kardashian land, and then really traveling the world, moving to Japan to like not have to see it. Cause I'm the type of person, if I see it, I'm gonna want to fix it. I'm gonna change. I want to speak up and say something for my kids. So I think I did things. I was doing things, to lash out at God, like, God forgot about me. And people think, when you get money, you're not allowed to have issues with people with money. It's such a slap in the face to be able to get all that money and still not have say so on when your kids go to school or when you see them or what their content is, what they're watching, right? And then, so I did all this and I put up the photo that's very disturbing, of my daughter, my youngest daughter, and it's all kinds of other photos like that. And I know when I put that up that they were gonna come for me for real. And that's when I got knocks on my door and familiar faces, saying, hey, maybe you should come to a retreat. A retreat, I don't even, what's it look like aesthetically? It's going to, just a retreat. Come to find out it was a hospital. So that's what happened like a couple hours ago.
Tell you the real from the front line. All right, so this is Ye on the phone with Diddy from prison. You know what I mean? And basically Diddy bigging up Kanye for, sticking by him while he in prison. Helping his son out, doing music with his son, getting his,
All right, but hold up though. Wasn't Ye going at Diddy on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah. Not only that, and on Instagram too. Remember, there was the whole fat and not the Breakfast Club. It was Drink Champs.
It was Drink Champs. My bad, not the Breakfast Club. Yeah, Drink Champs. He was going at Diddy, saying Diddy's an effing fed. Yeah. And the only reason why he's able to do all that,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because he working with the feds. Now Diddy is his friend now. Because and you know what's crazy? Like, we all missing this, but it's very key that what's the name? That Ye is saying that Diagio is behind sending Diddy to jail. Because a lot of people been saying, but they ain't got no insights. And he's saying that Diagio is using the same tactics that Adidas doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that these celebrities be naive. Who do you think that you work for when you get all this money? Like, who do y'all think? Y'all think y'all work? You think these people are your friends? Like, I don't understand. Like, what do you expect? And what do Ye expect by having kids with a Kardashian? Of course, they gonna turn your kid into some type of idol.
That's
like,
what they do, right?
Yeah, like, that's their whole business. Like, what do you expect? What else? That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate the tree and love the fruit, or love the fruit and hate the tree. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It is what it is. I don't get it.
I mean, Kanye, you laid down with Kim Kardashian and had children. Y'all was a brand. Y'all was a business together.
Right.
So you think that's not going to carry on through the children?
Exactly.
Look who you dealing with. You dealing with.
Of course, they going to dress her up
Kim
like
Kardashian.
that.
I mean, you just seen what's her name? Kris Jenner made her daughter do a whole sex tape with goddamn Ray J. She sat there and watched it and edited the video. So if she could watch her own daughter on camera, and I ain't judging. I'm just saying what it is. If she could watch her own daughter on camera and have sex with Ray J and sit there and edit the footage, what you think your grandchild gonna be exempt from how that family moves? You had a child with that family. You seen how that family moved. You was there.
Facts.
You think it's gonna stop just because you had a child with her? No. That's how it goes, bro. Like,
and they automatically trademark all those kids' names right out the door, because that's what they do. They a brand. He know that already.
Like, you can't run to the internet and think the people on, kind of back you on that. You lay down with dogs, you come up with fleas, bro. I ain't calling, his child a flea and calling her a dog. I'm just, that's just using that as a, figure of speech. But yeah, before we get into this, man, let's because we're gonna get into this phone call with Diddy and Kanye. And all right, before we get into that,
make sure y'all smash that like button too.
Smash that like button.
Facts. Oh yeah, 62 likes.
62 likes. Go ahead and get that to 100 while we take this 15-second break. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.
All right, we back. Links to the shops in the pinned to the top of the chat and without through the chat and in the description of this video. Let's go ahead and get into this phone call, bro.
Real from the front line, you know what I'm saying? It's wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear.
So he basically, Diddy is telling Kanye to be careful. You know what I mean? Wicked individuals, you know what I'm saying? He basically saying, I need you out there because, you know, they're going to try to come after you. Basically, he's saying they're going to come after him. I mean, after you call Jay-Z and Beyonce children, you know, etards, man. You think they ain't going to come after you for that, bro?
Who do they think they were working for? Who do they think owned Diagio and Adidas? Like, who do they think own these? Why do they think that they could get all this money from these companies and think they could do whatever they want and say whatever they want
against them, right?
I don't get it.
All right, y'all hit that like button. Let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
They have no fun and they get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get back on your headband, vibe.
Yeah.
Have some fun, get back to smiling.
Yeah.
These other motherfuckers, they'll waste your time, big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Waste your motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? So put that love in your heart, man, and enjoy yourself, man. When I get out there, man, I'm gonna see you tear down the stadiums. We need to see you back on that stage.
All right, Diddy said, so when I get back out there, so Diddy plan on coming home. He feel like he got a chance of coming home because he feel like they ain't really got nothing on him. He's talking like he coming home in his conversation.
I honestly feel like they don't have nothing on them because if they had something on them, they would have been nailed them to the wall. And we all would already knew about it.
Right.
It seemed like the only thing they got that's solid is that Cassie video.
Right.
With him beating her down in the hotel.
But the statute of limitations ran out on that though.
Right.
Let's continue.
Actually rapped in it.
I need y'all to hit that like button too though.
Performing and everything. I be dreaming of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time. It's time for me to just grab the mic and get back on. It's like I love music again. It was a time when it's just like everything was so frustrating. I can't explain it, but
jump into your bag, man. Jump into your bag. We're gonna have years and decades to fight these motherfuckers. Right now, enjoy your life. This is coming from me, from God to you.
Right.
Enjoy your life. Fall back in love, like when you was making the peace in the shy. You're coming up to Daddy's house and motherfucking rock studio and just chop them shits up. Bring that SP 1200 out, nigga, the MPC. Nigga, and have a good time and say the world and all the bullshit, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I love you, man. I appreciate you. And thanks again. And you know, I'm gonna see you soon, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. You gonna definitely beat this shit. Yeah.
Yes,
sir. And that's it.
That's it, and that's all, baby. But I'm gonna make sure I call you back or something. It'd be good to hear your voice again.
Yeah.
Like 59 more days before trial, so I'll definitely be touching in to tap into your energy or something.
Yeah.
Play me some shit over the phone, give me some fucking life. This is fucking sad. I Puff Daddy in jail. This is fucking sad as a motherfucker.
He said, see a Puff Daddy in jail, some sad motherfucker. Yeah, whoever thought Diddy was gonna be sitting up in a jail cell, bro? I mean, 24, 25.
The same.
The devil is a liar. Word up, nigga.
Coming out though.
Yeah, man. But I love you once again, man. I'm gonna let y'all go and get back to some fun, man. I don't want to bring your vibration down.
Never.
Keep it in a high frequency, man. You keep doing everything you're doing, man. You got that freedom. And when I get out and I get that freedom, woof,
Right.
I'm not caring about nothing but motherfucking being happy. And I want you to feel that.
Yeah.
I want y'all to have that for yourselves, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's it.
Well, I know Diddy get free out that jail. He definitely ain't gonna move the same. He ain't gonna move. You ain't gonna see that nigga with the same people no more. You ain't gonna see him with none of them niggas from the white parties. You ain't gonna see him with none of them niggas from you know, the brunch, the Rock Nation brunch. But then again, if you do see him with them niggas, then I'd be feel like this shit all fake. It's all fake or something, bro.
So this proves how powerful these companies are and the type of reach that they have.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Diddy's sitting in jail right now because he sued Diagio, and Ye can't even basically come back to America because of Adidas and all the other corporations he worked for. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show you that it's just one big network. And like these corporations aren't separate. It's one network, and they're tied into the government. So this is like that's the stuff that we need to be focused on. F these celebrity niggas right now. F them. Because right now, just look what's happening, y'all. These corporations and the government is one and the same. Do y'all niggas know how dangerous that is? Like, do you know that where that's going to lead all of us at? F what these celebrities are going through. You're going to have to worry about what your family and your kids is going to be going through with all these corporations and government combining like this.
Exactly.
The way they able to ruin people's lives. Like, yo, this is critical. Like, people don't understand the direction. Even the stuff that's going on right now with Elon Musk and Trump. That's like, and Trump basically shooting a Tesla commercial in front of the White House.
Yeah, that was a whole commercial.
Like, do y'all understand how crazy this is?
Corporations emerged with the government.
Facts.
Yeah, they all emerged.
Man,
with the government, bro.
Yo, the people are asleep. And it's like whatever happens, you know, I guess we deserve it all if we allow it to get more worse. If we deserve it all.
Yeah.
Like, and people just focused on the petty stuff with these celebrities, but yo, these corporations is overstepping their reach. They able to get people thrown in jail like this.
Yeah.
They able to freeze people money. They able to freeze people. Shit, our money got frozen.
Yeah, our money got frozen.
Like y'all don't understand exactly.
And
PayPal.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, just because they don't, I'm telling you, they don't like the stuff that we talk about because we seeing the moves that these corporations and these governments are doing because they one and the same.
Right. They poison.
Like, a lot of these politicians are the secret investors of these big companies. And
they all part of shareholders. Yeah,
exactly. They big shareholders. Facts.
They all sit on the board.
Yo, y'all don't. That's called fascism. Y'all, go look. Y'all need to go look up fascism and see what that is.
Right. Y'all know about Black Rock and Vanguard.
Man, y'all niggas is asleep, bro.
That they're
niggas is asleep.
You know, they hold a lot of these corporations' accounts. Black Rock, Vanguard. What's the other one? It's 3 of them, 3 companies. That's crazy. It's 3 of those companies and there's 3 branches of the government. That's crazy.
Facts. and you know, and it's crazy. People say, "Oh, it's been like that," but now they bold about it. They not even hiding it anymore.
Yeah, right. That's a fact.
That's the scary. That means that, man, y'all don't understand that's when the type stuff that happened in Nazi Germany and all that stuff. That's the type conditions that create that type environment when the government and the corporations merge like that.
That's what happened with World War II, IBM.
Facts.
IBM was responsible for a lot of the computers and a lot of the coding and shit going on during the war, not on both sides, not just America, but on the Nazi side too.
This
crazy.
Is bigger than just these 2 nappy-headed niggas right here talking.
Yeah.
Like, it's bigger than them.
They're just symbols that you know, they on the world stage, so they're just symbols to be picked apart and observed. Because what they do with the celebrities, they could do it to anybody. And that's the point we making. If they could do that shit to a billionaire, what you think they gonna do to people that
nigga? They did it to us, so I ain't. Right. So we already know. I ain't even try. Nigga, they did it to us.
Facts. And now they trying to tie in the credit system with the social media.
Facts.
So when
social credit scores,
right? When you tie in the social media with the credit, that means anything you say online could be held against you. They could take your credits right out of your account.
Take your money. Yep. Yeah, take your crypto, because that's what it's all going to be, digital currency. Yeah, they can just freeze your account more easily because you ain't going to have no cash to run to even go under the mattress to get cash because it's all going to be digital. Yep. Like, y'all don't understand where it's dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous. Like, people worrying about what these celebrities are going through, but they ain't thinking about how it's going to affect everybody.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, I guess we deserve it if we allow it to get this bad. I mean, like, what are you supposed to do?
PayPal tried to be slick and say they could fine you for up to $2,000 if you something you say online that you they don't agree with, and then they try to scratch it. Like, nah, y'all can't scratch that after we seen where y'all was going with it. Y'all can't retract that. Retract that y'all put out. They try to retract it afterwards after it was all over the media.
Facts.
Y'all did that too soon. Y'all let us get a glimpse of that what y'all did too soon.
It was in a policy and they try to take it out real quick.
Try to take it out real quick. Yup. Nah, it's too soon.
And the policy already got snapshotted and sent around online, and they had to retract it.
Facts.
So basically, they can just take your money if they don't like what you say online. You know how like they throw you in Facebook jail? So if your digital currency is connected to your social media, that's what Elon Musk is doing with X. He's trying to connect. So your whole bank account, your whole life is going to be connected to social media. So if they throw you in Facebook jail or X jail or whatever, they can freeze your money too.
Yo, that's up to the people.
Like, yeah, oh my, y'all niggas ain't paying attention.
That's up to the people, bro.
They're not paying attention.
If the people want to be, listen, I gotta hit them with it, bro. If the people want to be like this,
fam, they ain't paying attention.
If the people want to be like this,
the masses are gonna go through every ailment there is. You can't be worrying about that, because if we can keep worrying about the trouble that the masses are in, we never cultivate anything among ourselves to get to the high level in which the masses gonna be a part of. Because ultimately, all this shit got to be destroyed. This shit is over.
I am inevitable.
Niggas walking around like zombies, like it's the Walking Dead. Y'all just walking around like zombies.
These niggas is just symbols of what they gonna do to all the rest of us.
Listen, I'm watching the percentage of the people that's leaving this country, and the percentage is high as hell.
Very high. Very high.
Well, I just seen Rosie O'Donnell bounce out of here and took her younger child with her and left the rest of them in America. I'm saying she moved to Ireland with her youngest child and left the rest of her children in America, you know, because they adults. They didn't want to up and leave, but Rosie O'Donnell packed her shit up and got up out of here. There's a whole lot of people leaving, though. It's not just celebrities, but it's people leaving, period. I mean, it's people, the percentage is high.
Nigga, I'm ready to get out of the U.S. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm already thinking about moving out of the U.S.
Facts.
It's not worth it anymore.
It ain't worth it. I'm seeing places where the living is much better. The quality of living is much better. You don't have to worry about none of this going on. There's key places where people was going, where they ain't got to worry about none of this nonsense going on in America. Yeah, a lot of people's doing double citizenships. Exactly. Dual citizenships. Exactly.
We trying to tell y'all that they running the script on y'all. None of these people are real. Trump, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. None of these niggas are real. They all actors. They work for the 1%. And if you want to know who the 1% is those families sitting over there in Rome.
Yeah,
in Switzerland.
Rome, Switzerland, or what is it? Not Austria. Is it Austria? One of them.
Mainly Rome and Switzerland.
Yeah,
it's those families that been controlling the papacy, controlling the Catholic Church and all. It's all of them niggas. They've been doing it for years, centuries.
Right.
They've been doing it for. They the ones that own Diagio and Adidas and Balenciaga. Right. They own all of that. They own all of it. Yeah, somebody said the Borgias. Yeah, all of them. Yep. The Medici, all of them. Family. It's them old families that's been doing this shit for years. They think that they own human civilization. I don't know why people still saying Jews. Nah, it ain't. They work for them.
Nah, it ain't. Yeah, they low. That's low level.
Yeah, that's low level. That's still low level. They got y'all. But we got Jews and all that. Nah.
But we always gotta let you know. But we always gotta let you know the power structure is at the bottom of the pyramid, not at the top. I'm gonna always stress that.
Facts.
If the people band together and said no, them people will crumble by tomorrow. I'm gonna just call it what it is.
Facts.
If the people stood up and said no, they'll crumble by tomorrow. So they don't have no power. They only have the power that you give them, Freddy Kruegers.
And the thing is, the glamour that's getting
the people is asleep, and Freddy Krueger get all his power when you sleep and you're in a dream state. So they got everybody locked in his dream state, and you giving all your power over to Freddy Krueger.
Facts.
That's what the movie really represents. If you got your eyes on, you know what's going on.
Those powerful families were able to change history.
Facts.
And they did it mainly during the Renaissance time.
The Renaissance time, exactly. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when they started painting all the
pictures white.
Originally black paintings.
Yeah.
Of depicted of Jesus and the apostles and all them.
Yeah,
they used to be painted black. If you go
Russian icons.
Russian icons. And in Russia they know that because you seen Putin over there going into their museum over there with the black Jesus and all of that.
Not just that, bro, but
you seen the Pope kissing
the baby,
the baby's feet, the black baby's feet.
Not only that, the Pope goes around to African countries and kiss their feet.
Facts.
Why does he do that? What do that represent?
Because they changed history. They changed history.
Right, timestamp the Black Madonna. Exactly.
They changed history. Those are the ones that's running Adidas and Diagio and all of them. So it's like you taking money from them, you taking money from them, Diddy, and then you try to sue them. What you think is going to happen? Like the only reason why you got the voice now to even talk to the masses the way you do is because of them. They've been giving them. They give these individuals the opportunity to be superstars. Because nobody would never know who these individuals are if they never put them on their national television. Blasting them on their because they own they own media also. And they own the Little Hat community. You know what I'm saying? Yep. If you even go into the Bible and read who were the Jews under? The Jews were under the Roman Empire. The Jews didn't rule the Roman. It was the Jews didn't rule the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire ruled the Jews.
Fact.
Are y'all not understanding that we still in Rome right now? Like this is Rome didn't technically fall yet. Like United States is literally the Roman Empire.
And all that is the extension from the Greeks.
Facts.
On the Greek time, facts.
And basically they got their information and infrastructure from ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt, because remember the Greeks went over into ancient Kemet and studied under their under their hierarchies over there.
Through Alexander the Great went over there and basically plummeted everything. Mm-hmm. Like we giving y'all real, like we telling y'all who own all these corporations. That's who own these corporations.
And they hijacked they hijacked all the symbols from ancient Egypt. We see they hijacked the symbol, bro.
All of them.
They hijacked every symbol.
The Pope is walking around dressed like the pharaohs from Egypt.
Yeah.
His attire his whole attire. They literally stole the Egyptian dynasty. They literally stole all of the infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? Their whole infrastructure is based off of ancient Egypt. That's why the Pope walk around with that hat. He walk around with that staff. All of that is painted on the walls of Kemet in ancient Egypt. Right. And the Pope is literally basically stole all of that. And that's who own all these companies. Mm-hmm. That's who's running the government. That's who's running the government. Now remember they crucified Jesus. The Jews did it, but it was under the order of the Romans. The Romans are the ones who actually did it, but the Jews wanted the Romans to do it.
They wanted the
and the Romans were more powerful than the Jews were. So y'all keep talking about Jew this and Jew that, but that's just the faith. They're just the faith. That community is just the faith. Everything is being ran out of Rome.
Out of Rome.
All of it is being ran out of Rome.
Out of Vatican.
Right. Which
Vatican
is in Rome.
Vatican has their own military, has their own police force, and they have their own government basically. Why do you think there's not as much poisons and all that stuff in the food in Italy as it is in the United States? You know what I'm saying? Why ain't they poisoning and spraying over there? Because they know that the elite lives there. Facts.
The elite resides there, so their food standards is a lot more strict. They not poisoning the soil there like they poisoning the soil in the United States.
And the people thinking they love the name the Rothschild and all them people are just accountants.
Oh my gosh, they just
accountants for the Rome. They just consultants for the Roman Empire. That's it. We talking about Vatican.
Facts.
When we say Roman Empire, we talking about Vatican.
Which is its own city-state that basically rule the world.
They went over there in Egypt and robbed them graves like nothing to it. They got
all the gold.
Yeah, it's all in the vaults. It's all in their vaults. They didn't rob every grave site in ancient Egypt because they knew the Egyptian was burying themselves with treasure. They went and just robbed all those graves.
And the technology that y'all niggas is using right now comes out of the Vatican vaults, because when you gotta understand, the world was highly technological. They lied. See, they did a big reset. They killed off a lot of the population. A lot of the world's population was killed off so they can restart it. You gotta understand, all of these laptops and computers, they had that shit back in the day, y'all. They had it all back in the day. They did a big reset, and they're about to do another reset now.
Fact.
All those artifacts and stuff a lot of those artifacts were highly technological artifacts that they got buried in those vaults. It's crazy that most people don't know this now, but the information is finally coming out. It's finally coming out. You see more and more people that's exposing this. Like, we think that we're at the most highest form of technology we've ever seen on the planet, but that's not true.
That's not true. Nah.
They did a great reset. If you go back and you look at the Tartarian Empire, you go back, you look at some of the technology from ancient Kemet, some of the technology from Samaria. It's way more highly technological than it is now.
Yeah, the Olmecs, the Aztecs, they had high technology. That's how
the Olmecs had high technology.
That's how they was able to build those pyramids, because it was done under a certain type of technology they had then.
And the reason why it's not visible, because the technology that they used was biodegradable. It wasn't like how we build our technology now, using synthetic plastics and stuff. They were able to have highly technological equipment using natural things that return back to the earth that you wouldn't even be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? That they were highly technological because it returned back to the earth. This stuff that we got now, the laptops and the phones and all these cell towers and all that. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff is not biodegradable, so you will see that around for years. But one of the most highly technological things we had on the planet was the pyramids, and that's biodegradable also. It's made out of bricks. Like, you gotta understand.
That turns right directly back into the sand.
Facts.
But the thing about it is, those things is indestructible. They can't even be.
Yeah, because they was able to build some things indestructible. They built some things indestructible for a reason. Indestructible.
And another thing,
we've been lied to, y'all, big time. We've been lied to.
See, a lot of this technology they just dug up and just revamped it and put it back out. And these are just lesser, representations of what really is. Like these cell phones that we hold and laptops and all, that's just a small piece of the technology, a small piece of the representation of what really was. Because a lot of the technology, back then, they understood that the source of the sun. A lot of that energy they was using, they was sourcing it from the sun, because they understood what the sun was. People think that the ancient Egypt, the ancient Kemet was worshiping the sun. That's not what they was doing.
Facts.
They understood the power of the source of the sun that powered the planet. So they used that energy to actually build power grids.
Right.
It's and the representation of that now is solar energy.
Facts.
So solar panels and stuff like that. Ancient Egypt been using that type of solar panels and that. They built the whole city, based off the sun energy. So
facts.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a small representation of that would be like a solar panel.
They were using highly advanced metaphysical concepts to build their technology. And way more advanced than what we do now. All these Bill Gates and these Elon Musk, these are actors, y'all. These are actors. They're literally actors, y'all. They're just the face of the companies that's basically rehashing all the technology from back in the day and reverse engineering it. That's all they doing is reverse engineering the technology that the Vatican and all of them was basically going around collecting after basically robbing and killing everybody.
Facts. I think, and the thing is, a lot of these people in place know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know how to keep the information, try to hide the information from the people, but it always get revealed. Because it's supposed to. It's supposed to. Nothing remains hidden. But yeah, these niggas that Ye and Diddy and all them work for, these the niggas these the grave robbers that robbed all the technology, all the information.
Well, they work for the grave robbers. They not even like the owners of these companies, Diagio and all.
Yeah,
they not even the real. Oh, they're just a face. They're actors.
Face, fact. Those are the people you don't see, you don't hear about or see.
Facts.
The names.
The people who decide who becomes the next pope, those are the ones that's running everything. Like somebody said earlier, the Borgia and all of them, the Medicis and all of them.
It's crazy.
Those are the real families that's running everything.
But yeah, you know that though, because he even mentioned.
He mentioned it. Oh yeah, where that video at? What video was that? He started mentioning it.
Yeah, it say no name he won't name.
Yeah, he said he did say that, didn't he? He said no name I won't name.
There's no name he won't name. So wasn't that on that was on Sway, wasn't it?
Was it?
Was it on Sway when he talked about the Medici family? Yeah, I think it was on Sway.
Yeah, he did talk about
the Medici family. He said I was Walt, didn't he? Yeah, he was saying he was Walt Disney.
He said who gonna be the Medici family and let me create more?
Yeah,
you hear that? Who going to be the Medici family and let me create more? Let him create more. Right, basically, you ain't creating nothing if the Medici family say you ain't going to create nothing. So basically, they playing God because God sent all of us down here to be creators. Because we're supposed to be in the image of God, who is a creator, and that's what we all supposed to be doing, expressing ourselves and creating freely without being oppressed by these families.
I got it right here, bro. About to pull it up. There's no name I won't name.
Facts.
That nigga said. There's no name I won't.
People just.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Y'all hear it? All right, let me bring that back.
Off shoes. But if you guys are investing in the arts, y'all want to invest in this school in Brazil, y'all want to go to Africa, I'm standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now, who's going to be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment? Or what?
See, he called. See, people thought he was calling them out to say he was basically saying, "I'm the guy that y'all need to work with." He was telling Google, Nike, Medici, all them niggas, I am the new Walt Disney. I'm the new person you need to invest in.
And they heard him, and they worked with him, and he ended up becoming a billionaire.
Right.
He called them, and they backed into his call.
Right.
Because they seen his influence over the people.
Right.
And that's the type of people that all the William Shakespeare's and all them niggas, the Sir Francis Bacon's, all them niggas that you hear about from back in the day, that's who they work for, these families.
Facts.
That's the only reason why you still know their name today. Like, we giving y'all the real. This is real information, y'all. We telling y'all who's running everything, because people always say conspiracy this, the Illuminati, and they never tell you who. We telling you who. It's coming out of the Vatican. That's where it's coming out.
Damn
We
sure
telling
is,
you
bro.
where it ain't the little hat community. Yeah, they play a small part in it, but they ain't really running nothing. They just accountants.
That's it, bro.
They get their orders from the Vatican. And the Vatican get their orders from these families. It is not the Rockefellers and Rothschilds. They even work for these families.
Yeah, they work.
These families come all the way back from the time of the Renaissance. And you know what game exposed a lot of this? I don't know if y'all played these games, but the original Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
The game,
right,
Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed games expose a lot of this stuff.
Fact.
Anybody played the original, the first three Assassin's Creed games? Because they put the information out there, and they like to put it out there as fantasy, but it's not fantasy because they were actually adding real historical events in that video game. And I knew it while I was playing it. While I was playing it, I was studying it at the same time. I knew what the hell they were doing.
Facts.
It's because there's some people here that's probably reincarnated from that time, who probably seeking revenge because a lot of us were killed during that time unjustly because these families want to remain in power. That's what it is. That's the real shit right there.
I could tell you for sure. Yeah, I could tell you for sure that some niggas definitely that's here now is from from that time that got killed unjustly. I for sure.
Yeah, you get reborn and you get thrown back onto Earth to basically for justice.
You can feel what's going on, and being as though that your energy resists what's going on. I mean, you know that you was a rebel during that
That's
time.
Another family.
You know
somebody said the Orsini family.
Who?
That's another one.
Yeah,
that's
another one.
Tom Cruise is a part of them. Yeah, shit. One of the Assassin's Creed games did a whole thing on the Borgia.
Right. So those
are
the families
where most of the Pope came out of.
Right. It's not the 13 families of the Illuminati. It's not them. That's not the family that runs shit. I mean, once in the blue moon, we believed that they was the ones running shit until we start digging and seeing, what Vatican was up to, when we start seeing what all these other families that was up to. And these are the families that's out of Rome. We're not talking about these Rockefeller, Rothschilds, the Waltz, who else? It's like 13 of them, right? Those are not the families. It's them niggas out of Vatican. You know what I'm saying? You start digging into that shit, that's when you know where the power lies as far as who's running the world.
Yeah, the ones who choose who's going to be the next pope are the ones that's running the world. Because most of the popes come from these families.
Yeah.
Not realizing the first original pope was a black man.
Black man, right. No, they had another black
and he was a Moor.
That was over there. Yeah,
the first black was a Moor because the Moors are the ones who set up the power structure in the Vatican.
Facts.
Because the Moors were using the same information that came out of ancient Kemet. Because you realize, like I said earlier in the stream, the Vatican is literally set up like how the Egyptian dynasties were set up. It's the same setup.
And they're using the same exact symbols. So
facts.
And that's what gave it up, because we was able to match the symbols up that they was using. And them symbols is written in the walls. So we was able to match those symbols up and be like, okay, this is where they got it from. This is where they got it from. So you got to realize there was different levels in ancient Kemet as well. You had the hierarchies there, but then you had the pyramid structure was always there.
And the priesthood ran everything.
The priesthood it was at the top. Facts.
The priesthood ran everything. You had the pharaoh there, but the priesthood really ran everything.
It was the priesthood.
And that's why the Vatican controlled all the monarchs around Europe, because it's the same power structure as ancient Egypt. That's why a lot of the monarchs was trying to run away from the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church is literally set up like it's all set up like the ancient Egyptian empires, where the priesthood would run everything. Even the pharaohs was ran by the priesthood.
Right.
That's why in the Bible they had Joseph was part of the priesthood.
Joseph was part of the priesthood.
That's why he was equal to the pharaoh. Oh my gosh, it's the same shit.
The code they dream. He was able to decode their dreams and shit too. Like,
right.
Yeah, Joseph was able to decode the pharaoh's dreams.
Right.
You know, and
why you think all the celebrities, why all the Hollywood and them always using Egyptian symbols, the pyramid, the eye, because everything is set up like the ancient Egyptian dynasties, like this whole power structure, and it's stolen.
No, it's all
we
stolen,
the real niggas. We the real pharaohs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I used to like the nigga Young Pharaoh before they got to him.
Oh yeah,
because he was saying
nut.
some of the same information.
Before he was a nut. Before he turned into a nut.
Like they literally stole our whole power structure and they're using it now. And they got y'all thinking that is the Jews and all this. No, it's not them. They just accountants. That's it. They just keep accounting the money and all the corruption that's on. But other than that, it's coming out of Vatican because they stole the ancient Egyptian structure of how we ran our dynasties. And it was highly technological. Ancient Egypt was way more technological than we are right now. 1,000 times more highly technological than we are now. They lying to y'all.
Right.
They are lying to y'all.
If you look at we did the comparison between how the power grid was set up in the motherboard, which is in the laptop. If you look at the overview of the power grid of the cities in ancient Egypt, and you put it side by side with the motherboards inside the laptop, it's identical. It's identical.
Right.
It's identical. We could do more. I mean, we could expand on this shit, man, and go. I mean, we ain't want.
It ties into this though.
It ties into it. Yeah, I mean,
that's who's running these niggas. That's who's making the call to make sure these individuals. Because you gotta understand, those families watch people like Kanye and Diddy because they got all the influence over the people.
Yeah.
Because once the people figure these families out, the jig is up. Like you said, the power is really at the bottom of the pyramid. It's just niggas gotta wake up to see it.
Now,
because at the top of the pyramid, just a pyramid scheme. Right.
Now I see what Kanye is doing. He's using reverse psychology. He's trying to do it. I see what he's doing. With creating a whole leather, what's that? The KKK suit with the hood and shit. He got an iced out SWAT sticker. Yeah, I mean, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to reverse it. And he's, because Kanye know what the fuck, he know what's going on. He know what the hell's going on, far as the, the knowledge and shit. I'm pretty sure he knows what's going on. So he's trying. I see he's trying to reverse it, but it's the people's not ready for that shit, bro. I understand I understand what he's doing, but the people's not ready for that. You have to wait till the people raise their vibration up, and they'll get it. But they don't get it now because their vibration ain't there. So they don't see what they looking at it like, nigga, you just doing what you trying to mock the KKK and you wearing SWAT stickers is offensive to, this community. And I mean, that's how people looking at it, but people don't realize it's deeper than that. These people stole all that ancient knowledge.
And have us curse ourselves.
Yeah, and curse ourselves and say we're not allowed to go near it because, it's evil. They tell us it's evil, but they're allowed to use it.
They using the power from it, facts, to control us. And they scare us away from it by putting it, letting groups like the Nazis and them take over these symbols, and they use it for evil, and they imprint the rest of the civilization. So now we think it's an evil symbol. So if anybody use it, you view it as evil, and basically they got us cursing ourselves. That's what they do. They got us cursing ourselves. Those of us who are ignorant, but it's some of us here on the planet that's not ignorant, and we know what's going on. We see these we see. And they know we see them. We're the ones that they've been killing throughout the years and try to keep hiding their stuff, but we keep coming back.
Right.
They kill us over and over again, but we keep coming back.
So I see you deleted a lot of that stuff that was on here. I was trying to go to it, but it looked like he deleted it. So yeah, he deleted it. Let me see if it's in it. Yeah, a lot of that stuff be deleted. Yeah. This nigga Ye be on YouTube all day watching shit. He be on this joint all day watching shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the way he posts and the shit he say he be watching.
Well,
YouTube.
we the niggas that Ye need to be talking to because we got the information. We got the information. We know, man. Look,
what he said.
It's all fake, bro. He's been and he was used. He was used. And he's just now figuring out that he was used. He thought all those people were his friend. Now he got a whole list of niggas that used to be his friend that he's saying that he don't rock with no more. But they were never your friend. Because the way they set the power structure up, to where y'all would stab each other in the back. They had to create this dog eat dog world and then give some people scraps and give some people a bigger piece of the pie.
Right. He realized that now. I'll tell you that. I mean,
it's a whole psyop from the beginning. They got it set up just like the slave plantation, which they stole from ancient Egypt, because ancient Egypt wasn't perfect. Don't think that we telling y'all that ancient Egypt was perfect, because there was a lot of wickedness and corruption going on there too.
There's been wickedness since the beginning of time.
Facts. We just telling you that that's the system that they're stealing and using right now. That's why when you see all this symbolism and programming, it all comes from ancient Egypt. It does. Right. You see niggas always throwing up the pyramid. You see niggas always doing with the eye. You know what I mean? You see all these little symbols that people do is from ancient Egypt, because the Vatican is using that system to run the world.
Right. Yeah, here was some names. Yeah, he said betrayal. He said, I'm in pain that no person can fix. The betrayal.
Look so all those names.
He said Virgil, John Legend, Kim, I guess in Kim Kardashian, Trav, as in Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, Big Sean, Jay-Z, Todd, Dirt, Little Dirt, Common, Kid Cudi, Pusha T, Don C, Amber, I guess Amber Rose, the Kardashians, Adidas, with a Demna and Balenciaga, my own kids. He put his own kids on.
You know what I mean?
He said my own family. He said the black community, and of course the Jews. He's saying all these people betrayed him. Now you just had to realize all these people wasn't your friend, bro. They wasn't your friends.
And they're all manipulated just like you were.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
They all under the same manipulation you under, bro. The media manipulating evil devils in action, bro. That's what you under. You work for that. You work for the mainstream media, bro. They put you in place to basically keep the niggas at bay.
Facts.
He said he had to sacrifice his moms. You got to give up something to get the power that, you know, and the influence and, you know, the status that you know, to retain that, you got to give up something.
And they always do that to keep your energy at a deficit.
Yeah, you got to give your soul up.
Right.
You got to give your soul up, basically. Your soul energy got to put that, you know, that's a trade.
That's because they hijack. That's because this power show, these charlatans hijack the Most High's plan for everybody to be free and express themselves and be happy and actually live in abundance. So what they did, they took over the abundance. They took over the freedom of expression. They took over all of that, and then they divvying it out to people and giving us all crumbs, and we basically stabbing each other in the back for some stuff that we all have a birthright to anyway.
Yeah.
But we all too damn dumbed down to even realize it's our birthright to be in abundance. Nobody should be struggling to pay rent right now. And the thing is, these corporations is the reason why we all struggling. You know how they came at us for price gouging? You remember how they tried to shut us down on Shopify? Shopify was sending us letters talking about some we price gouging on certain, and that's all these corporations do is price gouging. Every time you walk up to the pump, the gas pump, they price gouging. Every time you go and pay your energy bill, that's price gouging. Every time you go to the grocery store, that's price gouging.
Yo, we need y'all to smash that like button. We're gonna have to get into just this because it's in the title. You know, I'm just gonna get to some of this stuff that's in the title real quick. So you got Kanye going off on Cassie. We put that in the title. So he said, Cassie, shut the F up. He said, you came to extort the nigga. Diagio put you out a 10-year-old the tape, put out a 10-year-old tape to make the public focused on that. I ride with Diddy because that's exactly what Adidas tried to do to me. They froze my accounts right before tax time, and when you don't pay 60 million in taxes, you go to jail. Get it? I'm not the crazy one here. So he's basically, because I guess, you know, he's saying, you know, he backing Diddy because that tape they put out was like a plot to really take Diddy down and shit. So,
bro,
he's saying,
and who did he say was behind it?
He said Diagio.
Diagio. So now we still on topic, bro.
I wanted to get, but I wanted. No, I ain't saying that, but I wanted to get to his response to Cassie because that's what we put in the title. So yeah, I wanted to get to that. You know what I mean? Just to see, so people would know that he went off on Cassie on here, accusing her of Diagio sending her after Diddy. You know what I mean? Which that can be true. Because where was she at the whole time? During their split, where was she at the whole time? You know what I'm saying? Why was she coming out about this nigga during that time? And I know people might say she was scared because Diddy had power then, and he was, you know, I understand all that, but they, you know, being as though you saying you was a victim of all that shit. I mean, she was with the nigga the whole time. Him supposedly doing all the sex trafficking, the drugs. She was with him the whole time. The whole 10 years. So you mean to tell me she ain't partaking none of that?
Right.
She was with him 10 years, bro. That's 10 years of you witnessing shit. You mean to tell me you wasn't in on none of that? You seen with your two eyes him doing all that shit to people and you ain't say nothing?
Right.
Well, she just as guilty as that nigga. Because she sat there and watched it all happen.
And probably orchestrated a lot of it for him.
I'm not giving her a pass on that. The tape was effed up. I don't agree with him, you know, stomping her out and all that stuff. I don't agree with none of that. But she was with this nigga for 10 years and she witnessed a lot of stuff. So you mean to tell me that she, you know, she get a pass on that? Nah. She don't get a pass on that. No.
So she's extorting. She basically was extorting Diddy for Diagio.
She extorted Diddy because all the promises he probably made her, as far as with her career and this, that, and the third. You know, he promised her, but she left the nigga alone. She got free, and she married somebody else. So, you know, so I don't understand. She married somebody else and had kids and all that shit. So I don't understand how she spun the block back on Diddy. You know what I mean? Like that. It's crazy. Unless she was told to do it.
Yeah, it's telling you who told her to do it.
Hey, Diagio. All right, she was told
and
to
like
do
we
it.
told y'all way back when this stuff first started happening, we told y'all who was running Diagio. We said, yeah, it's old money.
Facts.
All the way back from the Renaissance. Nigga, Shakespeare and all them other niggas had to go through the same stuff that these celebrities today had to go through. That's what we trying to tell y'all. It's the same cycle over and over again. These families come all the way back from the Renaissance time and before that. So we talking about 1400s, 1500s, 16. We talking about all the way back from Christopher Columbus time. And even before. These people are still in power and they running companies like Diageo and all of them. It's their money that's funding all of that. Right. Adidas, Balenciagas, Louis Vuitton, all that shit is owned by these families, y'all. And what they do is they take the most influential people in the world, just like they did back in the day. That's why you still hear Shakespeare and Mozart and all them niggas' names today, is because those families funded them. And they doing the same. And what they do, they play them against each other. They play celebrities against each other. That's why Ye got that list of celebrities that stabbed them in the back. Of course they're going to stab you in the back because that's the game that these families create because they don't want y'all to ever come together. They never going to want y'all to come together. Ever.
Yeah, we see what every time they come together, what happens? They get busted up, don't it?
Facts.
Every time they try to come together and create something separate from the industry, create an industry outside of the industry, what happens? Oh, it's storming, y'all. So power go out and you don't see me on the screen no more. That means, power went out. But yeah. Yeah, bro.
We about to wrap this up anyway because we ain't got that much more to talk about.
Let me get to this.
Y'all got
topic. It. Let me get to the Jay-Z topic because we ain't get to that in this.
Jay,
title. All right, so Beyonce and Jay-Z discussing legal action against Kanye West following the vulgar offense attack on their kids. Well, we know he called the kids etards, man, on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't F with that.
And then he deleted it. Like, Kanye, I understand you going off, bro, but leave them children alone, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, man, they ain't talking about your children. He probably mad because they turned their back on him, and he calling her KKK Kardashian now, and she doing whatever she want to do, as far as with the children. He's saying that the boy had his daughter in the video, all dressed up like an adult with makeup and clothes. Like, yeah, I don't F with that neither though. If they sexualizing that Northwest, that child, yeah, I don't F with that. He got that's his daughter. He got all right to go off about that. But at the same time, bro, you look what you laid down with, bro. Like, all right, so it said Jay-Z and Beyonce find it shocking that Kanye West attacked their two youngest children in a disgusting all caps rant via X on Tuesday evening. A source exclusively tells Page 6 that the couple will absolutely not stand for it after the stronger rapper has spoken to their children in such vulgar offense manner. Jay-Z and Beyonce are aware of the post since deleted, are discussing how they want to handle the situation, whether it be privately or in legal matter, the insider says. So yeah, Kanye basically called him a Riri. Yeah, that's messed up. I mean, even if them kids dealing with some type of issues, bro, they ain't for you to just be, like what them kids do to you, yay? Them kids ain't do nothing to you, yay?
Yeah, I ain't effing with that.
Yeah, them babies are innocent. They ain't got nothing to do with it, yay.
Facts.
You bugging for that.
Yeah, I ain't effing with that. Yeah, you effed up right there, yeah. Leave the kids out of it, man.
If the boy sue you, then the boy just sue you. That's just how it go. Be ready to pay up a couple hundred million for that, bro. I mean, the boy sue you, That's just how it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he should have left the kids out of that.
Yeah. I thought I shared the article, but the article is Page 6. Y'all can go over there and read it. I thought I had shared it on the screen. That was my bad. I mean, I'm doing a lot of, things, so I'm scrambling and scraping for shit. So, but yeah, Page 6 put the article out. Y'all can go over there and, check it out or whatever. But yeah.
That's wild, man. That's wild. I understand you frustrated, but you come on, man. Don't bring the kids. Don't bring the man kids into it because you wouldn't like it if he said something about your kids, which Jay would never do.
Nah, that's
Jay would never go online and talk about Northie and all of them.
Yeah, that's distasteful, bro.
Yeah, that's distasteful, man.
Yeah, there's 7-year-old twins, Rummy and Sir. They twins. Said before he deleted the post since then. I don't know if he apologized, but he did say, let me go back on here real quick.
That's terrible.
Yeah, he tried to throw 50 under the bus. Like, yeah, why you trying to throw 50 name in there, bro? Like, damn.
50 ain't even got nothing to
do with it. He tried to throw 50 name in there. Let me go back up and see what he said. Hey, I got this. Hold on. I'm going to go back up, y'all.
Bro.
He threw 50 name in there. Like, 50 called him retards too?
Nah,
man. You acting childish on this song, yeah. You acting childish.
How you gonna get your message across what you trying to get across, and you going at the kids
yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
Yeah,
though?
You can't do that, bro. You
can't
rant,
complain that your kid is being dressed up and this and that.
Right.
You can't choose what school they go to and all. Complain about what's happening to your kids, but then call Jay-Z kids Riri.
Yeah, there you
Come
go.
on, bro.
He said 50. I said Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh, he's dressing. He said 50. I said Jay-Z and Beyonce kids are retarded. Let's make the hot boiling water hot, or like people say, boiling hot. Nah, bro. Nah, they ain't it. They ain't it, bro.
See, people ain't gonna feel sorry for Ye when he start doing stuff like that, though.
Exactly.
You can't complain about what they doing with your daughter and then call Jay-Z kids Riri, bro. That just it don't make sense. Yeah, that don't. Yeah. I mean, it ain't gonna be I mean, the thing is, Ye do speak a lot of truth, but bringing the kids into it, man, you went over the line, bro.
You messing up everything that the message you're trying to get across. You kind of messing it up by doing that. You know what I mean, can't get your message across doing that.
It's almost like I ain't even want to even mention that in this on this stream, because he do say a lot of truth, but then you mess it up when you start doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point, bro? Why you bring the kids into it?
Facts. I'm gonna play the rest of this little teeny bit of Diddy call. Then we gonna wrap this up. We're going to go ahead and lead y'all to like this video, subscribe, share this video. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of good information in this video.
Right,
a lot of
good
truth
information
that y'all can do more research on yourselves, and, you know what? You gonna find out it's the truth.
Fact.
That's all you gonna find.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Y'all think the boy Diddy getting out? Diddy might be getting free, man. I don't know. They ain't got nothing on him. Ain't got nothing on him.
You think he gonna get out alive?
Now that's another question right there. Is he gonna get it out alive? Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's another question right there.
You remember Prodigy so-called choked on the egg? You remember that?
Facts. Yeah. True. All right, let me play the rest of this call, man.
I know now. I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. Because ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? That meant so much. You know what I'm saying? That you reached out to them and took them under your wing while I'm in this spot. Man, I appreciate you. Word up, man.
Yeah.
So hold on. Diddy said nobody called his kids. That means everybody that was around Diddy, nobody checked, nobody hit his kids up. Now a lot of them know them kids since they was, born. He said nobody. He said Ye was the only one. Damn, that's a big statement right there. That means everybody turned they like, I don't want no parts of this shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel the love, yeah, for real. I feel the love, for real. It means so much to me. This shit right here is crazy. You be careful out there, because they definitely trying to end us, you feel me?
Yeah.
They can't do it. And they ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to beat this shit and get next to you.
Yeah.
We're going to raise our families and become the kings that we're supposed to be, you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But words can't explain how much it means to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like being left for dead, and only one person coming to do anything to get you. That's the level of appreciation that I have to you. But just like taking care of my son, that's some like next level big brother shit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to do that. But taking my son and like damn, becoming a big brother father figure to him means a lot, you know?
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, they out there with no parent and shit, man. These people trying to rock me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the way you are as a father, man, it's just like I look up to the relationship that y'all got. Just people.
Yeah.
I just always love the way the connection y'all had, or it's connection you got.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, you helping to give them the love that they need. Just like it just means so much, bro. For real. When I see it in your face, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to hug
Man, thank you, man. Thank you. But I just feel like as a community, like we got to take the responsibility to, just for us, just all us. It's like we a family. Everybody has been taken in by this fame, media, music, everything. No duck.
I thought we was all family, man. I really thought that, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you the only family I got. You the only family I see.
Damn, he say Diddy say I thought we was all family, but you the only family I got. Like, bro, yeah, bro. It's like people probably thought they was family of yours, Puff. You know what I mean? Diddy and the fam, remember? People probably thought they was your family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody faking that industry. They all fake with it, bro. You probably got a couple of real people that that keep it real, but everybody is just there for the opportunity. That's it. I mean, really, you don't really supposed to make no friends in that. Like, you just supposed to come in, do your thing. You know what I mean? Make your music, do your craft, and go home. Like, but see, the industry force you to have relationship with people you probably ain't even gonna like. People you probably would never do, that probably you wouldn't even probably mess with in your regular life. You know what I'm saying?
Like any other job, though.
Like any other job. Facts. Your co-worker could be like the most slimiest scumbag, but you still gotta work, you know what I mean, next to them.
Yeah.
I always spoke up for everybody, And I ain't bitter or nothing. I'm just telling you how it is because you're the only one, you know what I'm saying? If you're the only one that came to get me, that's all I can do is say, like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time everybody try to attack us, I'm always riding. And you're the only person that spoke up, man, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just felt that energy. It's like something was channeling through me. You know how it be when I get in that mode, and it's like you gotta do it.
Yeah. Jump into your bag, and thanks for the short job look too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. We gotta keep that going. When I got my website, it's ready. They gave it back to me actually.
Damn. So he basically saying nobody reached out to Diddy. Ye is like the only nigga out of all those people he dealt with for years. Ye the only nigga he talked to the whole time he been in there. That's crazy, bro. Dang. Over 30 years worth of people, bro. You can't get one of them niggas that hit you up, call you, or anything. That shows a lot right there.
Because they don't want to F they brand up. Because they know that the people that's paying them are the same people who got Diddy in jail.
Right. And Ye already on the outside, so he don't give a shit.
Facts.
He's already on the outside, so he don't give a damn. He can reach out, you know what I'm saying, and talk to Diddy. The rest of them niggas, they gotta
all the
stay
people
away.
He was hanging around with. You don't see no Khaled with another one. You don't see no Rick Ross. You don't see no French. Nope. You don't see none of them. None of them niggas he was, always around, that was so happy to be around him. None of them reached out to him because they know. They know that they can ruin their brand, so they're gonna step away from him. You don't see no Jay. Yeah, no
Jay, no Young Miamis, none of the female. You know what I mean? None of them.
Nope.
None. Yeah. I mean, that's how it be in real life, though. Nigga go to jail, your friends really don't, you know what I'm saying? You might have one nigga that might, stay in touch, but the rest of the niggas that you was with in the streets, them niggas ain't nowhere to be found. Same thing. The industry is no different. No different from the streets. It's no different from the streets.
They ain't gonna have no loyalty because they still want those checks to keep coming.
Right. They like, I gotta feed my family.
Facts.
I mean, Diddy probably would do the same shit.
He would do the same shit, bro.
So you gotta kind of expect that because he would do the same exact thing.
So even being a billionaire, you still in survival mode.
Yep.
That goes to show you right there that it's all fictitious. Because you would think if a person is a billionaire, they should be out of survival mode.
Yeah, that's not the case.
It's not the case.
It's not the case, bro.
In fact, you in even more of a survival mode by having all that. Because maintaining all that, You know what I mean? It's way harder than maintaining something you really don't have. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about it. They worse. Sometimes they be worse off than the regular working man. Cause look, he's in jail.
All right. Yeah, and that's a good thing what you just said. Rod, the creator. That's a good point right there that you just made. Jay-Z discredit the same lawyer that's going after Diddy with all those cases. That's a good point. Now the dude can't even practice in New York because all this slime bucket shit. But but you still got that other fashion, the Diagio fashion that still got control. You know what I'm saying? But that's another thing right there. The nigga that took the 200 cases, whatever. A lot of them shit's frivolous anyway. But
how nigga they barely got any evidence on can't even post bail.
Right, exactly. And he was paying way over the amount that he had to pay.
Right.
And they still didn't take that. So obviously it's somebody there. Obviously there's somebody there that's doing a favor for a favor. They got control over the court system. Yep. Man, we appreciate y'all coming through, man. We're gonna get y'all like this video, share this video. You know what I mean? Subscribe to this channel, turn on all notification bells, man. Turn on all notification. And man, we're gonna catch y'all on the next live stream, bro. Anything else you want to say to them?
Smash that like button. Smash that like button and share. You know what I mean? Nothing more else to say. We said a lot in this stream.
Facts.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all head over to Night and Day Herbals. Yeah, I mean we got the discount on the sea moss. We got the fruit infused sea moss gel, which been selling like crazy. We got the of course we got the detoxes on there, the zeolite, Zeo8. We got the melanin splash, the super greens, all of that.
Yo, CBD.
Yep, we got
CBD cigarettes for y'all that smoke. Tobacco. Y'all want something more healthy, alternative, something that actually is more effective. Try our CBD cigarettes too. We got different strains of CBD smokes on there as well. So check those out. We got pre-rolls on there. We got CBD lollipops for y'all that don't smoke but y'all trying to use something for pain. Or we got pain herbal balm on there, wound creams on there. We got a lot of stuff for herb, everything for health, man. We got on there. So y'all go over there and check us out, man. Shout out to Tip Bittersweet said, got my zeolite in the mail recently. So yeah, we appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing us, man. You know what I mean? We gonna just keep it going, keep it rocking, man. Shout out to all the subscribers. We didn't gain like 10,000 subscribers in a month. This no paid for. This is all organic. We don't pay for subs or because the business we run, you can't pay for those subscribers.
Nah,
it will hurt our channel and it will hurt our business to do that. So you can't pay for subscribers over here. That ain't what we do. We everything organic. Because if it works, when it comes to us doing business. Like a lot of those people that was buying subs and all that during the time when that was a thing, those people was doing it to make their channels and their pages look good for the
sponsors.
For sponsors. We don't do that. We sponsor our own videos. We don't have to buy no subs and do all that weird shit niggas be doing on these apps. All our shit be organic. You know what I'm saying? And we proved that the other night having over 7,000 something people on one live stream. So you can't buy that type of shit. So we appreciate all the love and support and all the people that subscribe. Old subscribers, new subscribers, we appreciate everything. Every little thing, you know what I mean? And on that note, man, we about to get up out of here.
Peace.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.